There is nowhere at all I said that I support those parks that were being advocated for. Indeed, the first statement I said was I have never actually claimed any allowance myself for any travel I've ever made locally. And people are told go and claim mileage when you go to Naivasha. When you go, I have never been paid a penny. And I also stated that I'm an entrepreneur. I started doing business before I was ever elected. Way in the 1990s. My friend. So I said, this is how I fund my activities, my foundation. I've been donating. And I said, so for purposes of clarity, yes, that leave this to those that are supposed to do it. We have a PSC and so on. But then immediately, once we leave here, we see social media full of clips that emanated from here. And Otiende Amollo, said a few things. Let him finish. I know you will help me, but this is important to me, because when you create the wrong impression, but by picking a whole analogy and you pick just 2 lines of what we've said, then it gives the wrong image. And see, Dibal, on a very serious note now, we come to this forum, and we have been, I would call myself gladly the grandfather of this forum now, with Boni Halwale. We're the ones who have been coming here. We come here in good faith, and Jacob Midio. We come here in good faith. So that we can have a national debate that is enlightening, that can give different views, but also that can sober up the discussion on politics and how things impact on our population. That's why we sacrifice our sleep and other business. Right. So I also want to say to your other back office staff who do probably either the editing or picking of these snippets, that they also have to carry the same good faith. They should not play politics with the words that we say here. It can be very counteractive, and it could be taken for purpose of marketing. Thank you. What you want to say and make it popular. Right. But it costs us. So please correct and put our view the way it is. All right. Okay. Before we come to Otiende, because we have Christopher Omondi, and I think maybe weighing on the same issue, just to clarify as well, he's saying, please ask our Honorable Otiende why he had to say that he is more broke as an MP than before he became a one. Shouldn't he just resign honorably? And I think this is what we are commenting, that yes, the whole context was taken out of, the whole statement was taken out of context. Yes. So let's hear from you as well.
I'm glad Senator Omotangi has brought this up, because it was one of those very interesting
you trended the whole day.
Yes.
And Omotangi was smiling. You see now, Omotangi was smiling along those statements.
First of all,
I've learned my way. Not to carry things the way they're not supposed to be. I think
last week we started by wondering why there were like 4 pages dedicated to that issue when it ought not to have. And so when I then saw my comments put out of context and trending, I supposed that even this media house had now chosen to use us to push that agenda. I think the digital team must be fair to us, as Senator Omotangi is saying, because we take time to explain things. Yes. And if you take only one statement that Dr. Halwale makes and you put it out of context, it can be completely misleading. Yeah. Last week, I was on this interview, and I said, and I repeat today, I did not support, I have never supported any increment of salaries by way of allowances or salaries to members of parliament. And I explained this because, in my view, having become a member of parliament, all the money you get in any case, usually you spend it within the first 7 or so days. So even when you increase the salaries, and I think that's where my colleagues need to be with me on this, public perception is against any such increment. And in actual fact, the difference it makes to your life is minimal. You will always come to your own sources. As Senator Omotangi is saying, I come to the sources from my law firm to support the work, the things that I do. So I do not need that increment, because it invites negative perceptions, but in actual fact, it does not make a difference to your life. I said that I have never been as broke as I am now, not because I'm saying the money I get is little, but because I use all that money to support the things I do. I even use my own money to support those very things.
Thank you.
So you don't need to increase it. But I also explained that the circumstances of members of parliament is different. I explained that they're actually colleagues who need that. There are colleagues who might need that. There are colleagues who do not get any support from other places. So the question of interpreting it as if I was supporting the night allowances and salaries and suggesting that I should resign if I'm not satisfied is wrong, because I am satisfied. I spend that money happily, and I'm happy to spend it. You know, I think those who've been members of parliament, like Dr. Halwale, Jacoyo Midiwo, know that you can never really accumulate any money as a member of parliament. But it's a life you choose. You choose to receive that money and impart it. The day you choose not to, then you stop running. It is not the same thing as saying increase our allowances and salaries.
Thank you.
I don't.
Right, thank you. So, yeah, on behalf of the show,
this is very important. Before you apologize.
Yes. But how do you know I want to apologize?
Don't you dare to apologize. Because the digital team was not seated here. They were simply reporting, using tweets, on what was said here. We know that both Wamatangi and my brother Otiende actually said those things. Otiende said he's broke from the time he became member of parliament.
But you've heard what he's saying.
No, wait. It is my time now.
Okay.
You see, if he is broke, so what? There are so many Kenyans who are broke. Being broke is a personal issue. So we are not going to drag our personal issues into how we conduct and manage affairs of the members of the public. The guy who has tweeted requesting Amollo Otiende to resign, that guy should actually be the MP of Rarieda. He's wondering if this guy went there to make money and he feels so emburdened that he has become broke, let him resign so that that guy, patriotic Kenyan, becomes the MP of Rarieda. We have been faithfully in parliament for many years, and we have never imagined resigning because of being broke.
You know,
that's 1 minute. Let's have a right to reply for Otiende. Just a moment.
We will lose this. Dr. Halwale.
Let me just say.
No. Let me just say this.
Let them finish. Yes.
Dr. Halwale, why we are saying that the digital team should be more careful is we were seated here with you and we explained. I even said here on text that my colleagues should understand that we go to parliament to serve, not to earn. When in that entire interview, the only tweet that arises is the one that says that I have never been as broke. It is out of context. Now, it is understandable that you have recently joined a team where therefore money might not be an issue. But some of us, even as we are still serving, money is still an issue. But it is not to say that we need more money. It is just to say that when you come to this job, and I understand that and I'm prepared for it, you don't come to earn, to enrich yourself. You come to get money to help your constituents. That's all.
All right, thank you.
Maybe just
all right, and I understand. No, we have got a lot of quick one. I gave you a chance.
Halwale mentioned my name, and he said, yes, he did. We said those things. And I just wanted to say quickly, and what Halwale says, and that's exactly what I explained, is that we said that, or I said those things in a narrative.
Yes.
A narrative.
A narrative.
And you just pick one line.
Thank
And Bonnie, you know we respect each other. But I would be very concerned if you choose to make such comments for purposes of just looking popular. Yeah, or sounding popular.
Right.
It is very unfortunate.
Thank you.
If you'd say that. Because I mean, if that can be understood by anybody, why wouldn't you when you're sitting here?
All right, thank you. Yeah. And understand. I remember how we can actually take, maybe a text, even when we have it from the Bible, and use it as a pretext, quote it out of context entirely. I remember someone saying, there was a preacher who also picked, a text from the Bible, and he said, and Judas hanged himself. Then he flipped the Bible also, and he said, go ye and do the same as well. You see, those are different statements. Actually read from, out of context as well. And it can be picked like that. And we do understand sometimes we can just pick that, take it out of context, or it can appear to be out of context. And so I take this responsibility as well to say we shall be more careful moving forward on how actually we also pick our tweets as well.